Hey folks, this is Matt once again, and hopefully by the time you see this, it'll be uh, you have seen the review for the Halloween 3 Blu-ray. And I figured, okay, I'm gonna upload that. I wanted to upload something else, and since I'm wearing a Halloween shirt, why not talk about my top 10 favorite John Carpenter films? Now, I will say John Carpenter is without a doubt my favorite director. The guy knows how to use the widescreen format. The musical scores are wonderful in most of his films. The atmosphere just is it's just there. It's hard to describe, but has when it's a Carpenter film, it has such a great vibe and atmosphere to it. Just a wonderful feeling in his movies. And I think he's a great writer as well. And to be honest, I think he has a great batting average. There's not too many Carpenter films that I don't like. I actually like Village of the Damned, although I don't think I have it, actually. I have never seen Dark Star, I know, but I have never seen Dark Star. I, uh, I'm not a big fan of Memoirs of Invisible Man, and I'm not a big fan of The Ward. I don't like The Ward. But most of his films I enjoy. Yeah, I mean, like, really enjoy. So, he's my favorite director. And I know it's going to be weird using it's a top 10, and you're not going to see Halloween on the top 10. I really enjoy Halloween. It's a classic, but I enjoy these 10 films more. Nothing just Halloween. I enjoy this top 10 more. But get into it. This is number 10, Starman. Now, Starman I love because it showed that John Carpenter he's got a heart to it. He knows how to direct movies with a heart to it. Beautiful casting with Jeff Bridges and Karen Allen. Great score, actually by Jack Nietzsche. I never realized that Michael Douglas actually was the executive producer. But I thought the film had a wonderful heart to it, and doesn't have much except like this little thing that talks a little bit about the film. Uh, Michael Douglas produced it after producing stuff like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and stuff. And I don't know why this film is bare bones. Why this is a bare bones DVD? Like, Jeff Bridges got an Academy Award nomination for this. You would think he would want to talk about it, and Karen Allen and John Carpenter. I mean, I think this is pretty much, people bitch at him about The Thing. So he's like, okay, you want something like E.T., I'm going to give it to you. So he directed Starman. He did a great job with it. And it's definitely the ending alone has a lot of great heart to it. Great performances, really wonderful movie. Number 9, I would say this is probably one of my favorite vampire films. Not my favorite. That would be From Dusk Till Dawn, and then Fright Night, maybe The Lost Boys, but it would probably be in the top 5. And there's 2 reasons. Well, there's 1 reason, but it's 2 words. James Woods. Yes, John Carpenter's Vampires. Yes, this is number 9. I love James Woods. I'm a big fan of James Woods from Cop, The Hard Way. Um, he's done a lot of great roles, great performances. James Woods, Videodrome. I've never seen him give a bad performance. He's always excellent in what he does, and it's just great to see him in a role like this. Granted, there are some problems, mainly the ending. I kind of wish the ending was a little bit more epic ending, but James Woods just plays such a fun character. I would say this is my favorite James Woods character. Just his dialogue, the effects by Canby, definitely R-rated. What James Woods says to the priest, how he talks to him, and just everything about the character of Jack Crow is just a fantastic. And not much for features, commentary. That's it. And basically has a booklet, at least. Pretty cool. It's better than nothing. But I really just had a fun with this vampire film. Thought it was a really entertaining movie. The John Carpenter's Vampires would be number 9. Number 8, I would say this is one of my favorite ghost story movies. I love the legend, the mythology in the movie. I love the atmosphere, and that is The Fog. Fuck the remake, but number 8 is The Fog. I really enjoy this film. I think it had a great cast with Adrian Barbeau and Tom Atkins, Jamie Lee Curtis, Hal Holbrook, Janet Leigh, John Houseman at the beginning. I thought this was a great story that was well told. I mean, I love the way they did the ghosts, the way they did the fog. I thought it just had a lot of good atmosphere and memorable images like that. Uh, the backstory of Antonio Bay and his 100th anniversary and the ghost coming back for the gold, but also maybe revenge. And I know John Carpenter himself, I don't think he's a fan of this movie, even though he did commentary and he's on the documentaries, but I think this is one of the films he's the least happy on. Like this and Christine, I think are the two. I believe so, from what I heard one time. But I don't know why, because Christine's a good one, and this is a really good one. I don't really understand that. I thought it was a well done ghost story, a lot of solid atmosphere, and I know there were problems making the film, as you find out in the documentary. There were problems making a film, and they made the film, and they said, "Oh no," and they went back and they reshot some stuff. But I didn't see any when I see the film. I thought it was put together well. I think it was well directed. But that's my number 8. Number 7 would have to be Escape from New York. Now it's weird because I think when I started this channel, which might have been almost 2 years ago. Wow. I was talking about Escape from New York and Escape from LA, and I think I put Escape from LA above this only because, well, Escape from LA was the first one I ever saw. Escape from LA was the first one I saw, and I never even knew it was a sequel. I didn't know it was a sequel, and I never even knew about this. It was way back when, in 96. I was, 13 years old? And I didn't know anything about it. And it was years and years later before I found there was, oh my god, it's a sequel, and this is the first one? And when I saw this, I'm like, wow, it's very similar, and it's not this movie's fault. And I still like Escape from LA. I will say I put this above it as the years since then have gone by, because Escape from LA, I really enjoy it, but the effects do hamper it, because you have some shoddy CGI work, and the villain, George Coraface, is not really that great, and the basketball scene, when he makes that impossible shot this insanely impossible, you just gotta call bullshit. But there's a lot of Escape from LA I enjoy, so I still enjoy that film. But I will say, I put this one above it because I like the atmosphere in New York. Definitely a darker atmosphere. Characters like Donald Pleasance, Ernest Borgnine, Isaac Hayes, Adrian Barbeau, Harry Dean Stanton. Great supporting cast. And of course, God, why can I not remember his name? Lee Van Cleef. Just a kick-ass movie. Great character, Snake Plissken. On a tangent, I wish they did Escape from Earth. That third one. Was that the idea for the second film? I think it was the third one where it was, I forget what it was, like something about Escape from Earth, and like there was, God, I forgot what the hell the idea was, but that would have been better than Lockout. But anyway, Escape from New York, I would love to have seen a third final of the trilogy, but oh well. This is still a really enjoyable film. Number 6 is a film I think is criminally underrated, and I think this is a game changer, not Cabin in the Woods. In the Mouth of Madness. In the Mouth of Madness, I think, kicks the shit out of Cabin in the Woods. Oh, but Cabin in the Woods is a comedy, and this isn't. Okay, granted, but this, to me, is more intriguing, more interesting, more original, more involving. Um, Definitely, you know, what at the end of the time, the Cthulhu's or ancient gods. This did that a lot better with the ancient god stuff and all that. You know, the H.P. Lovecraft type of touch. And yes, I know this is meant to be more serious, and that's a comedy, but this is still a better movie. Sam Neill, I know a lot of people are not a fan of Sam Neill. I never had a problem with Sam Neill. I like him in Jurassic Park. I like him in Event Horizon. This is my favorite performance of his. I think he did an excellent job in this film. And even if you're not the biggest Sam Neill fan, I think you would think that he at least put his A game on this movie. And it's just an intriguing idea, you know, investigating this guy, played by Jurgen Prochnow, and, you know, have you lived any good books lately? That sort of gets you into the idea of the story. It's just an intriguing film. Seeing this stuff almost makes me want to re-review Carpenter's films when I get in November. But I don't know if anyone would want to see that, but because I did them long ago, like 2 years ago. But anyway, that's my number 6. Number 5, A Saw in Precinct 13. I love this film. This is the bare bones DVD because I didn't know. Because the special edition almost has the same cover, but it's in smaller special edition. But oh well, I still love the film. I think it's fantastic. One of my favorite scores. Uh, Rousing action. I'm not a big fan of the remake, but I thought this was just extremely entertaining, badass, simple yet wonderfully effective. Love this movie. Number 4, thanks to a good guy out there who sent me this. It's from overseas of Prince of Darkness. I love this film. I've done more than one review for this, and thanks to them out there who sent me this because this actually has a commentary with John Carpenter, and I know one of the actors. God, I forgot his name already, but I love this film. I think this film is so wonderful in its atmosphere and its score. I like the cast: Jameson Parker, Dennis Dunn, Victor Wan, Donald Pleasance. I thought it was really creepy at times. I thought it was very effective in its ambiance and atmosphere. Just the overall feeling of the film. Definitely has some strange ideas with the plot, but really effective horror film, I think. Wonderful flick, Prince of Darkness. This is another one I could put in the underrated pile. That's why it's number 4. Number 3, which I guess there's a new Blu-ray coming out, collector's edition, but this one I had gotten a long time ago, of They Live. Come on, it's Roddy Piper kicking the shit out of aliens, saying, it's time to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Granted, I have a little bit of problem with the ending, what happens with the characters, with Bud Me, but Roddy Piper is badass. I think this is the best film that any wrestler has ever been in. The Rock, Stone Cold, anything. I think the best movie has been They Live, and that honor goes to Roddy Piper. Definitely his best role. Great fist fight. Great messages in the movie. This is a really well done flick. Number 2, this is old Jack Burn, Pork Chop Express. Talking to whoever's listening out there. We really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, Wayne? You know, son of a bitch must pay. You know what old Jack says? What the hell? Excellent film. I know I'm getting to a minute left, but excellent movie. This is a 2-disc. Jack Burns, such a fantastic character. Great, interesting ideas with how they play with the hero and sidekick. I could go into it for a long time, but Big Trouble in Little Giants is such a fun movie. And of course, my favorite is John Carpenter's The Thing, which I'll probably review on Halloween night because it's my favorite horror film. So, yeah, number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.